Managing your relationship with the people you lead is one of your most important jobs as a leader. You want to keep it in the right spot where you have this kind of real relationship where people know that you care and know that you know them, but you don't want to get so familiar that you lose your influence or your ability to call them upwards and onward. So I want to talk for a moment about what it means to keep that in the right spot. This means you're going to manage something that we call psychological distance, and getting it right is really the secret to you preparing your people to step up to higher levels of commitment or to improve their level of accountability. There's a reciprocity to influence. Let me explain. A number of years ago, one of my friends was getting married and I went to join them as groomsmen. And on the day before the actual ceremony, we all went out to spend some time together. Now, often people might play a round of golf or do something like that, but we went to play paintball. Now, this was the first time I'd ever done this, and I was kind of excited about it. I didn't know what it would be like, but I was pretty sure that I would distinguish myself as one of the best and strongest warriors on the battlefield. I was sure that I'd be some combination of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator and Sylvester Stallone and all these sorts of things. And so as we pulled up in the van, I jumped out excited and ready to go. They gave us our equipment, they gave us goggles, they made a few adjustments to our guns and those sorts of things, and then we took the field. And I stood out there thinking about what was about to come, and I was really ready. I mean, I was fired up thinking that I was going to be so brave, like a modern day Achilles charging the line. And then the horn sounded and everything changed. The paintball started to fly and my heart was in my throat, and I found that I was anything except a modern day Achilles. I was just scared. I was just like a little boy out there on the field. In fact, what I wanted more than anything else was some way that I could stay safe and still play the game. I wished that there was some way that I could kind of be a sniper and I could hide somewhere and pick off other people with impunity. Now, I found that this wasn't going to be possible because when we had gotten out of the van and gotten our equipment, one of the things that they did was adjust our guns so that they were all the same. They shot with the same force and the same distance, and so very quickly I learned that if I wanted to get close enough to shoot someone, I had to get close enough to be shot in return. There was no breaking that relationship. Now that's what I mean by the reciprocity of influence, because I think of that situation often in terms of managing the relationship I have with the people that I lead. And maybe you'd like to consider this too, because if you want to influence the people that you lead, you actually have to get close enough to be influenced in return. It's tempting when you're a leader to try to stay safe and be able to exert your influence or control and direction with impunity, but if you really want to call your people upward and onward, if you want to inspire them to have greater accountability or show greater commitment, it's got to be in the kind of relationship where you've gotten close enough to feel some of those things in return. That means that this is a real relationship. And like any real relationship, it means you participate in it in authentic ways. If you want to encourage them to step into hard things or rise up to challenges, you're going to have to be close enough to feel some of those difficult things and challenges yourself. If you want to inspire them to do things that they might think they can't do, or if you want to have them feel sort of the pressures of moving forward into great responsibilities, it's likely that you're going to have to feel some of those pressures too. If you want to inspire people to higher levels of accountability or help the people you lead step up their level of commitment, remember that you've got to manage this influence, this reciprocity of influence, and more than anything else, develop a real and ongoing relationship with them.